what's up, world? Hopefully today I'm a bit more mentally aware than I was yesterday. For those who don't know, I just wasn't with it yesterday, but I'm Thorgan. And we're going to hang out here and play a little Watchtower, catch some Xenos, hang out in Starfield and see what it is. Maybe I entertain, maybe I don't. I don't know. But I'm just here to hang out and have some fun. See if you guys can have some fun with us and maybe shine some positive lights on some mods. One of those being Watchtower. It doesn't need any light shined on it. It's already being shined on pretty hard.
I think for the time
And
being, keep doing whatever it is.
definitely shine some light on Xeno
Watchtower
Master.
are still a problem, but at least now you have a defense against them. And if you find yourself with some free time, you can always hunt down more listening posts, or have Gren build and upgrade stuff for your fleet. And if you don't mind the company, I think I'll stay on with you. You know, as an official part of your crew.
Well, that'll be good.
Fantastic. Feel free to treat me as you would any other member of your crew. Order me around, have me clean the toilets, put the fear of God in me. Whatever. It's your show. I'm just here to lend a hand. Alright, let's get going.
Yes, let's get going. Let's go up here and see Grin and do the thing I didn't do before, which is actually
data to analyze your ship.
add the frontier to my fleet, which I didn't do. Well, I want Torn to hang out with me. We need to oh, and now he's not following me.
Fascinating.
Good Lord. Where'd you get to, Torn? You still handy here, Torn, somewhere? Where did he get to? Well, piss on it. I guess it will fly the frontier. Fine, so be it. We'll switch that up, Torn, when we pick up some more recruits. Super early in our playthrough, so not a biggie. I still love the aesthetic that the Watchtower brought in, like all this dark aesthetic, dark and orange. I like it.
The technology behind your ship is quite advanced.
Yes, Grand. That it is. Spooderman, Spooderman.
Welcome back.
See what old Harper's up to over here.
Everything all right? You're looking a little rough around the edges.
I do like how
Need
the
a drink?
crew starts to come in and hang out. We gotta go get us a crew.
Great. Hand it over. Let me plug in and see what comes up.
Plug in. Get yourself plugged in. This might be a King Gath and Ghost Rider day
We're
today.
done. Slate had intel on a post way out on the edge. Transferring the coordinates. Take a look if and when you're ready. And stay sharp out there.
I will.
Just got fresh stock. Take... Later.
Later. Let's go get him, Spooder Man. Got Doc Venus hanging in here. Got Torin hanging out over here. And you can come here, and I think I can come here and see all my ships if I move around. Maybe this is not the place where you do it at. Somewhere in Watchtower, you're supposed to be able to go and see your entire fleet, Doc. I guess I can. Is that the Starborn Guardian? Way up there? I don't know. I can't tell.
Just say the word. Whatever I can do to help. I'd like to think I have many useful skills. But I suppose piloting, missile weapon systems, and
Climbing
starship
inside
engineering, that would be what I'm best at.
Spooderman's cage. Looks like what you're good at doing right now.
Take care.
Alright. I'm going to pause on doing a Watchtower mission. And what I meant by making it a King Gath day is we're going to jump over and do the McLaren's mission so I can pick up a few Xenos. And in the meantime, we'll store this stuff here. Oh, who didn't get the... Thought I gave up all the cores I could give up. You don't want a core, do
Need me
you?
to dig into some intel for you?
I don't think so. No.
Catch you next time.
I don't think Gran needed a core.
I cannot determine the manufacture of your vessel. Hello again. I'm glad you're here. Since we last spoke, I've been thinking things over.
Have you?
I
I'm glad
believe
you
I
were
found a way
thinking.
to mine
It's good that
additional
somebody
data
was.
from Watchtower computer cores. Data that would let us upgrade your fleet command system, or perhaps even figure out new types of ship modules or systems. So the next time you have spare cores, you'll need to decide what type of data you'd rather I extract. I can't give specifics, but additional vessels, new systems, perhaps even new modules. It'll depend on what data we can mine. One more thing. I've documented how to build a remote fleet command system terminal. I'll forward you the schematics. You can build a terminal aboard your ship, granting you remote access to the main system here on Stardock. Now, was there something you needed? Fine by me. Just confirm and I'll get started. This won't take long. Upgrade successful. You'll find your fleet capacity has been increased. No restock is required. Repairs would be pointless. I've got a few things on hand. Take a look. Return if you require further assistance.
Spooderman, do anything that the spooter can. You're so cool, Spooderman. Alright. As we were. We need to get rich, get a ship. We got stuff we gotta do. Yeah, get on through there, Spooderman. I love it when they get all like hung up. I think it just looks sort of natural. It's like, get it, Spooty. Okay, Spooty usually does better there than that. Go, Spooty. You almost got it. You almost got it, Spooty. There you go. Does that feel better, Spooty? There's a freaking watchtower array there. Are you shitting me? Is this really gonna work out like this? Let's land here, clear all 4 of these POIs and the relay. Wouldn't that be cool? Hey, what's up, Bablonia? The odds of me remembering to do all that are about 1 in a million. You doing alright, Bablonia? Doing the work thing? I would assume. I should be taking a nap, but I thought, you know what? We'll just have us a little fun. Play a little Starfield. And what is that? That looks like some kind of comet trail there across that planet. What's up with that? That's crazy looking. Oh, it's just a reflection on my... okay. Maybe I can't believe I didn't realize that was a reflection. I feel so stupid. Maybe I'm not better than I was yesterday, and I thought I was. Hey, nothing wrong with doing the laundry. That's stuff that's got to be done, right? Whether you want to do it or not. Hey, I'm just glad to have you hanging around, Bablonia. I was able to hang out with your, catch yours while I was at work, so it ain't like I was, you know, always locked into every moment. Hard to do that and work. Venus is awful big yawn there. Alright. Spooderman. Looks like we're going to be catching us a... Really? Click beetles, huh? Alright, we got that one. Alright, Spooderman, we can kill the rest of them. I still haven't went and gotten a vehicle. Damn it. Shit. And all these things are a blue beam places away from each other too. It's like almost the entirety of this map. Well, we will definitely have this area well explored. Alright. I love how Ghost Rider's got the icon for the Xeno prod there now. Right there below the health bar meter. That is so cool. With his custom icon. This is like gives Xeno Master that little extra little something. This thing here is acting like it wants to be God. What are you? I've never caught one of you before. Check you out. Hey, you're had now, buddy. You so cool, I want 2 of you. Hey, come here. Where do you think you going, you little crab looking thing? Okay, maybe I ain't gonna catch you. Oh, whoa, whoa. There's lots of them things. Looks like I have plenty of opportunities to catch one. Okay, I've caught 2. That's good enough. Alright, Spooderman, you're getting behind on your job. Do your work. They ain't all dead, Spooty. Get your crab dinner. There you go. Get the last one. Go chase him down. Don't be lazy, Spooty. Oh, you're going to hit him with the explosive. Nice. With that range attack. Yes. Good job, Spooty. Oh, you just... I think he's showing off now, huh? Can't believe I was sleeping on the spew attacks. That's what's up. Hey, man, you'll get your first Xeno. The first one's the best one. I just love... It, like, gives me... Yeah, one more of the reason I love Xeno Master. Damn, Spoder, man. You going off and picking fights on other shit over here? Okay, I hear you. Is it gives me a reason to explore new planets and go new places and to actually pay it some attention to the fauna. and the flora and all that good jazz. It's like re-exploring the game for the first time, because I think I've been on record before, and this would be super boring on stream, I'm sure. But like, I can legit sit and play this game, and this little scenery right here, I could just hang out and explore it and check it out. Now, I need to go in. I don't have all my settings since I went to New Game Plus, so I'm noticing I ain't quite got the level of detail I was used to, and I'm missing Luma. Massively miss Luma. Kudos to the people who made Luma HDR for Starfield. They did awesome work, and from what I've read, they're having some challenges getting it up to the 1.15 update. But when they do, I would highly suggest it. I know it will be going right back into load order. Like, I was about to just not play again until I had that mod available. That's how much a difference it makes. What's up, Ghost Rider? How you doing, buddy? That is a freaky deaky looking thing. I'm glad I caught me two of these dudes. He's like a lobster looking wannabe, like a... I'd be chilling at the beach and that shit roll up. I'd be like, no, I'm good. Peace. Either that or I'd wonder if it was tasty. Alright, so we're here to pick up some McLaren stuff. I still can't believe I didn't have the foresight to go get a vehicle. I just wanted to catch Xenos that bad. I was like, yeah, my excuse to do the McLaren's thing. Because I know that's a Xeno trip every time. Well, these things come out in the droves. Spoderman just handles business with them. Get him, Spody. With that explosive attack. Little lobster, I don't even think you can really hurt me that much. But I bet a bunch of you could. Did you get him straightened out, Spody? We really should have considered a vehicle before I landed here to go do this mission. And it'd probably help if I stayed on focus. That would be totally off stream though if I did that, wouldn't it? I heard something run up. What we got here? What we got? What we got? I've already caught one of you. So just be wrecked. Alright. Don't need another one of them because that's what we're on the way to go get over here. Yeah, it is nice to catch a morning stream, Ghost. You know, that's that whole tagline. You never know when Thorgy's going to be streaming. It's just when he can. I'm the least scheduled human being on the planet. Maybe not the least, but me and schedules don't really work out often. Should. But we don't. Appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out. I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I need to check my settings, get all my stuff all jazzed back up. The level of clarity and detail here is just not quite up to my standard level of fare here, and I do highly miss Luma. But I mean, not that this looks bad or anything. Looks pretty good on my screen. Don't know how it looks on the stream, but dude, go get wrecked. You don't want none. There'll be like 50 of them things behind me by the time I get where I'm going. Let him deal with some of them. I don't feel like dealing with them. Hey now, what do you think you're doing catching up with me? You're persistent, aren't you? I got a whole bunch of them now. I only got 3 prods remaining. I need to chill out with that. And I put all my weapons up except for that, didn't I? Before I got out here. And the razor. Okay, we got the drum bag here. I'm screwing around and gonna die to these damn things. I think not. Now yesterday was a one-off stream. I'm not this mentally deficient every day. I'm not gonna die to these little jokers. There. See, I was trying to let y'all live and just be chill. But no, you wanted to keep on coming. So Ghost, Babylonia, how you guys been doing? You been doing good? Y'all got big plans for the day? Mine is I should be resting. Actually, what I should be doing is changing the oil in my truck and then taking a nap. But I really just... I wasn't feeling it. So, this is what we're doing instead. Good Lord, how far away was that? Look at here, more of them things. Well, this planet has no shortage of those guys. At all. Spody Man back here dealing with them still. Good Lord, I wonder how many of them things he's killed across the way. Those guys are annoying, seriously. Should have never picked a fight with them to begin with. Spody just collect me some free XP. Got woke up because your body just wants to. You gotta hate it when you wake up because you know, like having a nice good rest and your body's like, shit, I guess we gotta wake up. That's a real pisser. Hey Ghost, check this out. There on the bottom right hand of my screen, it's this really cool looking icon. Ain't that cool as all get out? And check it out, check it out, check it out. Watch this. Right there. What? What? How cool is that? I don't know if you was here when I was telling Babylonia what a just I don't know. I just think that just gives a little touch of completeness to Xeno Master. I mean, I know it's not a big deal to have that icon, but I think that is so freaking cool. Good Lord, I'm getting tired of chasing this thing down. Looks like we're gonna have some Watchtower buddies come hang out with us. Maybe I'll get me some new guns. I really gotta do something about that boost sound. Hey, Spooter Man, we about to go kill something. You want to come hang out and do it? We're 50 meters from the kill zone here. Got some click beetles to go put the paint on. Which we've already captured one, but yeah, we Xeno prod it, why not? There you go, Spody. Take care of him. Is it gonna run from you? Let's watch this. Oh, you're after the other one right now? Good shot. Good shot, Spody. Alright. You wanna go get that other one, Spoder? Here you go, Spoder. Now you know it's mad at me. You can get it. Boom. Spody's a spitter. Alright. Hey, you got your day off, gonna take the girls to the dog park. That sounds like actually a fun day, you know? Get out with the fam, go enjoy the beautiful weather. Or I hope it's beautiful weather there. Those are good days. Me, I should be doing productive things. And I guess this is productive. Yeah, we're gonna say this is productive. Hanging out, gaming, chilling on stream. We're gonna call that productive. What we're gonna do is we're gonna call it a mental health exercise. I think my graphical settings are not where I had them before because it's just not the same level of detail that I'm accustomed to. Luma does make a huge difference, having things that should be black, and not having the other colors bleed into them. And the reshade that gives it. Sunny and clear, the high of 77 is a beautiful day, Babylonia. Beautiful day. I mean, that's just about textbook perfect. Some people might like, 70, 72, but 77 is not bad at all. Especially if the humidity isn't bad. Oh man, that'd be beautiful weather. Alright, next stop after when we get back to Jemison is we buy a vehicle. This is redunculous. I was going to clear this planet and the Watchtower array of everything. Well, I mean, I guess I can still go land at the other POIs, can't I? I don't have to go run around to find them. I can just land at them. My guy was thirsty. He had to have a little water. Denver? Oh, man. Denver's beautiful. Definitely some altitude there. Sounds like I got a whole pack of buddies behind me. Spody stopped to talk to him. He'll handle him. Dag nabbit, how many of them did you get, Spody? Good Lord, look at the carnage. The carnage. Alright. Looks like Spody's got that covered for me. 70% humidity. That's not bad. Especially if you get like a breeze with that. Tries a popcorn fart. I love it. I don't know what the humidity is here today, but it's a beautiful day. I'd say it's probably mid to low 70s. Currently, I think it's going to get in the high 70s as it goes. I'll probably be asleep by the time it gets to that temperature. You know, I don't remember ever walking between these two. Have y'all ever done that? Like if you stand between them, in my headset, stereo sound of that's pretty cool. Alright, that's a distraction for you. Good Lord, how far is this thing? I guess I could answer that for myself, couldn't I? I tell you, Spody has just been handling business. Be curious to know how many of them things he's killed along the way. Depopulate this planet. Just trying to pick up 3 pieces of materials here. The Spody's got it took care of for us. Good Lord. I can't believe I did this without stopping to get a vehicle. But this stream will not be nowhere near as inept as yesterday's was, I hope. Maybe I'll actually do something somewhat on topic. You know, not forget to add a ship and start Watchtower. You know, I wouldn't do nothing silly like that, would I? Let's go. But yeah, if you're ever wondering why you can't throw your, why you're not getting your orbital strike and it's not letting you throw a flare, even though you have them, then you open up your flare and you choose a strike and it doesn't have anything to throw. Guess what? You probably don't have any ships. Can't believe that was just so silly. It was on brand, really, but those lobster things dominate this planet. That is a cool looking tree. I totally should have went and got a vehicle, because I knew before I ever landed here that it would be like this. These would be like super far apart. But no, I just come on to do it. It's like I keep forgetting I'm in a new game. Plus. Yeah, it says I must Xeno, you know. And if anybody wonders why I just stopped at the bush at random, that's what happens when you're only have one hand on the keyboard and the other one's fiddling around with the drink. Well, I feel better than Bablonia. That was a bit of a glitch here. Did y'all see that big old stuttery hiccup there? Might have to check into my settings and see what's up with that. I did install some new mods. I got some different stuff popping. We'll have to see how that. Might have to dress up the load order a little bit, but that was unexpected, the hiccup there. Let's go ahead and whack these guys. Come here, grasshopper. Alright. Every time I land on a planet that's got these features on it, I think it's like, it's crazy looking. Could you imagine landing somewhere and seeing that? I'd be like, dude, what's about to come out of all that shit? What's gonna erupt and ruin my day? Because, you know, that's what I'd be thinking is gonna happen. Something awful and nasty is gonna pop up out of that. But yeah, Bablonia, that makes me feel so much better that you were like actually testing the mod. And just based on that statement more than once, maybe. Forgot to do something like attach a module or something. I just failed to bring the ship all together, which is even better because I went in the ship builder and attached the module to it. And then it's like, hey, do you want to learn how to do the stuff that you need to do? And I'm like, nah, man, I know how to do it. And I skipped the tutorial part. And then didn't do anything. Proceeded to go launch the mission like an idiot. There is a Watchtower array here in this system. We would go take it out, but we might come back to that. I want to get a better ship and upgrade ships. I can have 3 in my fleet, and I need to pick up some crew. We don't really have any crew. All we got is Torin and Doc Venus. So I think we need to be rounding up our crew, building up our Xenos, and getting us some ships. And along the ways we're doing that, knocking out some Watchtower stuff. Morning stream, morning stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to address the graphical settings. I'm not really stoked with it. God, I hope Luma gets updated soon. I miss that so much. Come on, Spooder Man. Hey, Spooty, are you hungry, by the way? I hadn't checked on you lately. Well, it does appear you might be hungry. Let's give you a pet gourmet meal. There you go. Alright. You definitely earned that, Spooty. Have you checked out the new Xeno name choices in the T section? I have not yet. I need to do that. Let's catch us a Xeno and name something. Yeah, since the update, I haven't even gotten to check out all the new cool stuff. I got so excited by the Xenoprod icon. Like, I don't know why I get so excited about the Xenoprod X icon. I just do. I think it's so cool. But I hadn't got a chance to check out the names because the only Xeno I've named so far is Spooderman there. I basically hopped in and we did what we did on stream yesterday, and now we're here. I haven't really done any off-stream stuff with this new game character yet. And that's 2 stutter hiccups that I've had right there. I haven't had stutters in, God, forever. And we weren't loading in an outpost, a city, or a POI, so I have to be investigating that. That is gorgeous. I was mainly just using that boost, not so much to get there faster. It's just I figured if me and Spooderman zoomed across that a lot quicker, I'd have to fight less junk, because it's a long way back to the ship. And I didn't feel like killing every one of these stinking lobsters between here and the ship. Actually, it looks like I'm closer to the ship than I thought I was. Okay. Because I believe I can see the Starborn Guardian there in the distance. I haven't even gave my character any clothes. That's how early it is in the this playthrough. He would be actually just running around in his underwear, but I think I looted that off somebody I killed. He had 3 pieces of clothing in his inventory all of a sudden, so I put some on him. But yes, we're going to get up here and we're going to pop us out one of these new Xenos as soon as we get back to the ship, and we're going to check out the new names. I'm sure I won't notice all the new ones because 512 is a heck of a name list to remember, but I bet I'll spot some new ones. Ah! It's Attack of the Killer Lobsters. Ah! I don't really want to snatch you guys up. Spooderman, come do your job. Good job, Spooder. I'm gonna waste no time and energy on them dudes. That's what you got Spooder for. It is a lobstery looking, shrimpy looking, freaky looking thing. Dun 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 dun. All right, what do we got here? Xeno box. We got us some new Xeno friends. Select and dispense filled CD. Well, wait a minute. I know there's faster ways to do all this, but this is like the workflow, or not so much a workflow, but just kind of, I don't know, how I started doing it, and I stuck with it. Alright, Hoppin' Pet, let's give you a name. Alright, let's check this out. Let's give you, let's give you a name. Oh man, he's got some weird looking eyes. So the T section, we'll roll on down through there. I'm gonna eyeball and see if I see any that just pop up at me though. Delta Dawn, what's that flower? I saw that name Delta and that song popped into my head. I bet I haven't heard that since I was like 8. Fifi. I like Fifi. I don't think Fifi's a new name, but I like Fifi. Delta. Now I can't believe I got a song I haven't heard in decades stuck in my head. That's craziness. Tango, Tank, Terry, Themo, Thor. Hey, there's a Thorgen. That's pretty cool. We're gonna have to pick us out a Xeno and name him Thorgen. I don't think our Hopper buddy's gonna get the Thorgen name, but we're definitely gonna find us one that's got the Thor. We're gonna find us a Thorgen Xeno. I appreciate the honor, Ghost Rider. I think when I find one of them pterodactyl looking thing, or one of those pterodactyl avians, I might name it Thorgen, or a big avian. We'll see. There's one that kind of had like a dragony look to it. I thought those were super cool. I like the Tommy and the Thorgen here. We got a Tops and a Tweety and a Twiggy and a Twila. That's really cool though, that right there. Bam. We're gonna have to find an appropriate Xeno for that. I am honored and I appreciate that, Ghost. That is really cool. I think this Hopper dude's gonna get like a some kind of hopping name or something. I haven't even built a an outpost or anything to Hopperazzi. You're Hopperazzi now. Yeah, I usually have already built an outpost to be starting to store some of these guys at and stuff. But for now, we're gonna send you back to the Xeno box. We'll get you back out later. We're gonna pull out one of those other dudes, name one of the lobster dudes. And then we might go catch some more Xenos. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Got ahead of myself there. So these are scorpion pets. They look like little lobsters. You know it. God, I'm gonna have to play some music just to get that song out of my head. Look at this dude. These guys are wild looking. I kind of wonder if he tastes good. He got a big old shrimp tail on him, you know? Big old lobster tail. You could feed a small village with that guy.
Captain on deck.
Alright. You need a name. Hey, appreciate the lurk, Bubblonia. Have fun at the dog park. I'm gonna call this dude, let's see, just, I'm gonna find something here, it just pops on it, and that'll be his name. Man, I'm gonna have to turn on some music somewhere and get that song out of my head. Can't believe it's like, it's not even something I would be listening to. I forgot if you were male or female. That song has me massively distracted. I don't know why, but you're plucky now. And I have no idea why. It felt like the thing. Alright. I'm going to send you back to the Xeno box. No, you know what? Plucky. You're a ship, Xeno. Yeah. That's your job now. You live on the ship. What's with this, like, janky, stuttery mess? It's just... What's up with that? Before I blame anything, I'll do like, I install some new mods and stuff. I probably need to do like reset my shaders and stuff. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I also wonder if I got something else going on. Something eating up some resources or something. My 1% lows are jumping up and down more than they normally do. Wildly. Alright. Sorry y'all, I got distracted trying to figure out what's up with the little bit of jank performance I was having there. Not accustomed to that. Let's get us a clean save. Alright. What is up with my settings? That is just all not right. I hadn't even opened this and looked since I redid the new game plus, and we're playing with that's not even the right size for my window. We're gonna have to do something here. You ain't even reading the right jazz. Yeah, there you go. About to be on the right thing. And I'm looking at a 4K image. It's definitely not 1440p. There's some wildness here. Yeah, definitely some wildness. We're gonna play native, and we're gonna tell it to go get bent. Yeah, this is all kinds of jank. I'm so used to so many different settings right here. Well, sometimes it gets like that when you say files janky, but this is a new game plus. It should be butter smooth, you know? So that's what got me all in here, and then I pop open my display settings here, and these are not the settings I'm normally seeing. Also, with the mods that I did have installed, like Luma and all that other stuff, it gave me a lot more options than the ridiculous, like this BS fake HDR setting here and all this. All that was gone, and I was definitely running. Everything should be this. Whoops, no motion blur. It shouldn't even be on. I usually don't even run the FSR3, but we'll leave the FSR3 on. Why not? But I didn't have dynamic resolution on. And as soon as I cut that off, I don't know if I'm even streaming. Let me. Okay, my overlay's not even showing up on the stream, is it? Apologies. I need to go back and set that where my FPS overlay shows up. But like, as soon as I click that off, all that jankiness I was talking about with my 99, my 1% lows bouncing all over the place wildly, that shit ceased immediately. Uh, when I corrected the select monitor, which didn't change anything visually for me, but I wonder if there was something janky in the settings here. Immediately, all my other settings looked like they should. We'll see what happens when we go back in the game. I'll leave the FSR3 on. We'll leave FrameGen on for the time being. But I've been playing without that native. But then again, having 24 gigabytes of VRAM on your GPU enables you to get away with bullshit like that. Let's see. No, 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 no. That's still jank. Nah, that's... Why is it so damn... Ugh. That's just bugging the shit out of me. Alright, in the meantime, we will save. Sorry, y'all, I ain't trying to give anybody motion sickness. I was just trying to see if I could get that hiccupy feel out of it. Because, I mean, and I know it's not going to translate to the stream because y'all are seeing it squashed down to 60 FPS, 1080p, blah, 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 all that good jazz. So any stutter I see, you may not even see the stutter I see. And it may not feel as hitchy, but good God, it was bugging the crap out of me, or is. But I ain't going down to the stutters. We will figure out what the cause of that is, and we will solve that problem. I think it's so cool. I got a Thorgan Xeno. It's got that hiccupy stutter that almost makes me think it's going to crash. Or it could just be my paranoia from having bad, janky load orders. And I did install a bunch of new stuff. And I could have some hiccups I need to fix in my load order. You never know. It could be something stupid. Chances are something stupid. That has been my case. Now, original game plan, I landed here and I was going to clear all these POIs. And come out here and clear out the Watchtower array. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to do this. We're going to fly back to Alpha Centauri. We're going to go visit our man at Jemison Mercantile. And we are not going to do none of that because evidently we have contraband on the ship. So I guess we're going to fly all the way back. I do not want to do that. Do I have my place at Nassoi? Yes, sir. Let's go to Nassoi. Hey, we could pick up the spacer pad there and pick up, we might do that. Clear out the Alchemist there. Pick up the spacer pad so that way I can get the razor leaf mission. Because we got to get some more ships. Gotta definitely increase our fleet size for Watchtower. I mean, I guess we don't have to, but we're going to. Let's go ahead and check out our new house. Stick our cargo in here. We're not gonna... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I gotta figure out this is the cost of spacing mod, I think. This is also new. I haven't checked out any of the stuff that this is gonna involve. Alrighty then. Port dues paid. I just wanted anything that was gonna eat some credits because I end up having tons of credits. I need to fix my screen where I can get the chat more appropriately easily seen. Oh yeah, ultra wide. Yeah, I bet so, Ghost Rider. I thought about instead of doing the monitor I have, instead of going 4K, mini LED, backlit, and all that good shit, with a high refresh rate. Instead of doing that, I considered staying at 1440p with an ultra wide and a high refresh rate. And in hindsight, I kind of wish I had done that because it takes less hardware to drive that. And you get, in my opinion, overall, just plenty good. Plenty good. You're not going to be hurting for the way it looks. You're not missing out. Ultra wide 1440p is perfectly fine. I know plenty of people be like, oh, it's not 4K. Yeah, but you don't have to spend all kinds of money to enjoy all the hardware to push that 1440p to its limits. It's not like it's cheap to push it to its limits. I love having, quote unquote, which I don't have Halo hardware now, but I like staying within Halo or next to Halo hardware, like top end or next to top end, within a generation or two at the top end, right? Or a SKU or two at the very top. And I try to stay there. But man, it's a stupid. It's just if it wasn't for my ability to flip PC gear and do a really good job of flipping my hardware, there is no way that I could do what I do and, overspec my gear and play with it like I do. If I was stuck, like a lot of people buy their PC gear and that's the tower they have until they get a new tower, right? They don't upgrade it, they don't do anything with it. They just buy a new system when the new system, and they're stuck on whatever they have hardware wise, 5, 6 years, maybe more sometimes. And I'm trying to stay on the newest gen, like every other generation at the most, usually every gen. It's ridiculous. But what I do is I take and maybe I don't upgrade the CPU, maybe I just upgrade the GPU or whatever, and I'll do that until I've basically rebuilt my system. Or sometimes I just go like on the system I currently have, I just said, you know what? I flipped my other system minus the hard drives or the drives out of it, and I flipped that whole system complete like that and used it to fund the new system. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta stay ahead of the console. Totally gotta stay ahead of whatever the console's doing. Which shouldn't be hard, theoretically, but most people don't. And people also have very little understanding of their gear and what it really is and what it's capable of. And like people get a PC and be like, oh, I got PC gaming now. It should be able to do X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, they're on like, no disrespect to anybody running older gear. If it's what you got and it's what you got and it's what will do the job and you enjoy it, that is wonderful. I totally applaud that. But some of those same people really overestimate what they have and its capability. And a lot of them seem to find themselves streaming. And it blows my mind sometimes when I hear some of the things some of them say. It was way worse on Twitch than it seems to be on YouTube, though. I have no idea why we're bothering to sell all this stuff. I just thought I would. Alright, now what are we carrying that's contraband? Because it said we had contraband on us. That's the whole point of stopping here, and I do not want to get totally sidetracked. I see no contraband. I see no contraband. What is it tripping about? What should be contraband I can't sell? Inventory. Miscellaneous. All. Not new items, all. Another reason I need to get rid of the Starborn Guardian is I'd like to be able to access ship docker. Hey Plucky. You know what, the more I check you out, Plucky, the more I like you. Well, there's some contraband on the ship. Mech components. Seriously. We'll just go put these in a display case. And then we'll bounce. We're not going to spend a lot of time at the Dream Home right now. For anybody who doesn't know, this is a Dream Home overall mod by Downfall Nemesis. Excelente mod. Top tier, highly recommend. And if you use console commands,
There's something we need to discuss.
I'm still ignoring you just to see how long I can ignore you just for the fun of it. Tracker's Quest is one of the quests we'll do early. Just mainly because I like that quest. Not for any other reason than I just enjoy it. Alright. See you in New Atlantis. She'll be waiting for us there.
Please wait.
You know, guys, y'all did a shit job. Let me go ahead and tell you. I got a frickin' tracker, a bounty hunter, sitting on my doorstep. You ain't doing a job worth a damn, bub. Hold on, let me go tell the other ones the same thing. And let me tell you, you're not doing your job worth of shit. You see that up there? Tracker Alliance. Got a freaking bounty hunter on my doorstep. Come on now, you can do better.
Excuse me.
Really? Really? You can't do a mysterious tracker armed on my front porch and you just chilling. Useless.
Okay.
You will not be getting your
Hello?
bonus. Look, you see that right there? You're just gonna let an armed bounty hunter just be chilling on my doorstep, waiting to arrest me, whatever. I mean, I know that's not what they're gonna do, but no bonus for you. That was supposed to be funny. I hope some people had some enjoyment out of that. What's up, Will's Petting Zoo? How you doing, bud? Oh, I usually talk to her first thing, but I thought it'd be funny this playthrough to just ignore her until I was ready to go. Every time I see her somewhere, I just bounce and go around her. Have you done the trackers thing yet? Oh, you're not getting the follow hoppers leads? Just gives me the major arrays. My last playthrough before I did the new game plus, it was near the bottom of my load order, in all honesty. It was like one of the last 3 mods on my list. Now, in order for me to jump Unity, due to all the mods that I had, I've got a mod. I've never been able to figure out exactly which one, but I've got one that just absolutely will not let me jump through Unity. And I always get tired of trying to figure out which one it is before I can isolate it, before I just, disable all the ones except for the ones I need to get through the Unity to do the SKK fast start and stuff. And so I Unitied, and since that's a Bethesda Creations thing, I didn't disable King Gas. So whenever I rebuilt my load order, it ended up near the top of my load order. I haven't noticed anything different at the bottom of the load order or the top. But other people, wish Bablonia was still here. It'd have been a good one to answer that. And they may have checked out some stuff in the playtesting. But Bablonia is being a healthy adult at the moment and just went to go do outside things. Alright, let's take off and get over here to New Atlantis. I should have caught some Xenos here on the soy, because there's some cool Xenos. We'd come back to Nasoy anytime we happen to have a house here. Definitely need to upgrade our fleet though. But I don't know, should you not get the follow hoppers lead? She just gives you the major arrays. It's got me wondering if there's anything I can do to help you out on that. Venus is about that humming. We could pick up the spacer mess there, but we're not going to. We're going to stay on track and do the jump over here to New Atlantis. Where do you have it at in the load order, Will? You got it up high? You got it down low? Just out of curiosity. See, because that's that thing where I end up disabling a lot of mods, and I use a second profile to load this save when I do that, and then I jump Unity, and then I load my other profile back with all my mods already, installed. But when I do that, and I load the game back up, Creation sees that, and Bethesda Starfield sees that I've added a ton of mods all at once, and it freaks out and it tries to rebuild the load order, and then I have to rebuild it. But the stuff that Bethesda's already put at the top, I usually just leave there, unless there's a reason I need to bring it down lower. Oh man, my problem with going through Unity, and I still don't know exactly um, which mod it is, but this is what happens with my experience going through Unity, and it's happened every playthrough I've had, unless I do this whole thing that I explained, and it took me a little while to get that process worked out. So that way I can keep the exact same character in the same save file. But if I don't do that, and I just jump Unity, it'll load into the Unity. Even if I go through it or use a mod to jump Unity, it doesn't matter. Either way, you'll enter the Unity and you'll make it to the part where the credits start to roll. And just maybe 2-3 seconds before it'll pop up and give you the tab where you can hit tab and skip. Right before that's going to pop up, it'll like hiccup. The screen will glitch once or twice, or not really glitch, but like stutter. And then it crashes the desktop. It'll do that every time unless I do my little Unity jump through thing where I load with the second profile with nothing but the very bare minimum mods I need to enable SKK. Highly suggest reloading everything, dropping totally out the game, clearing, like restarting. I restart Vortex and Game Pass whenever I do like a big load order change, and then open all that back up. Those are personal suggestions. Sorry, didn't mean to get stuck just staring at a screen for everybody. My ability to multitask. Now come on, I took that damn... I do not have any frickin'... I have no... Come the hell on. I took what freaking shit I had off the ship. I know I did. Inventory. Cargo hold. What the hell? Where? Ah, that is the one thing for Watchtower that annoys the shit out of me. That. I know you need the components, and I'm not bitching. It's a good mechanic in Watchtower, but the number of constant freaking contraband stuff that you got to stop and deal with is annoying. The whole reason I stopped here at Nisoi, and I thought I had all my contraband when I saw the mech components. Nice, Will. That's probably the better way to do it. I should have jettisoned them, Ghost Rider. That's what I've done on those last couple of times too, but I really have no idea why I landed back on this sword. Because the jettisoning them would have been the simpler thing. One thing I usually do here too is I'll usually clear out the decoration for this one room. Oh my god. Really? This is not yesterday's stream. Keep forgetting this is the first time. Hey, come on. I've got her irritated now. I love it. Did you want to talk?
Got a minute to chat?
Nope. It's funny. I don't know why it amuses me. but it does. Maybe I'm easily amused. Alright, now we can open up my... There we go. That's much better. Now we'll just start having us a collection of stuff in here eventually. And I left it on the fucking shit. Yay, at least I can transfer from here. Yay. I'm so used to not being able to transfer something because I use the settings that you have to be on the ship. But in here you can transfer things. Oh, let's stop and steal this ammo. There we go. That's what we're gonna do.
Something we need to discuss.
We're just gonna like, hey, bye. We're just gonna totally troll her like that, and then I'll never talk to her, and eventually I'll go to the Trackers HQ, do the mission, then be like, hey, what's up? Thank you, Ghost. That totally gave me a point to everything that I'm doing with her. Thank you very much. I like that. I'm going to walk up to her like I'm going to talk to her every time I see her somewhere and then just bounce. And we landed back in the soy. Yours is a body mod and a Star UI mod only. Mine is stupid. just for fun's sakes. Just for giggle's sakes. You know what we can do real quick? I think we can anyway. Y'all give me just one moment to see if I can not manage to mess it all up. Alright. Get that back up for you guys. Y'all can be checking that out. This is my Nexus mods. Right here. List is slightly stupid. Now anything grayed out, I'm either waiting on RTF or it's just not updated for the 1.5, or I have the Stroud Premium Edition. When we roll on down it here in a minute, I used to use the Nexus version, but for some reason, I don't know, somewhere along the way, I ended up installing the Creations version, so I just use it now and uninstalled the Nexus version. But you'll see it grayed out when I get to it. These are the ones I got from Nexus, or the mods that I'm using from Nexus. This will not get updated. I'll be amazed if it does, which is sad because it is a base for a lot of really good mods. A lot of rabbit stuff there. I like rabbit stuff. But you know, I got a few things from Nexus. One or two maybe. Now, if anybody's talking in chat while I have this screen up that you guys are looking at, I actually can't see my chat because it's behind the screen you're looking at. But I'll be down to the end of this list in a second. I'll catch up with chat. But this is just the like C Stroud Premium Edition's disabled here. I have it installed. I just have the Creations version installed instead. But yeah, we have a few. I might like Tennessee stuff, maybe. I don't know. The OG Tennessee, for anybody who doesn't know, he makes a lot of really cool ship stuff. Actually, all his mods are cool, but his ship stuff's what drug me into it. But yeah, there we go. It's kind of just, if anybody was curious, we do have We definitely have some X2357s. We got his skins. Look at it. We got some Xeno Master down here. Now, if we go over to my creations list, you'd see more of the rest of Ghost Rider stuff. I picked up some more of his stuff off of there. Wanted to give the creations a little bit of love from the creations menu. We got the Zeogre stuff. I like Zeogre stuff. But that's just for reference, just for the heck of it. Little shits and giggles, something, a little sidetrack from the stream there. Let me minimize that and I can actually see the chat. Yeah, TM makes some really good stuff. Yeah, Star UI is I have to have Star UI. I booted up the game. Yes, it's so funny. Like, to do that whole Unity jump thing where I switch profiles and stuff, and I take it down to just the bare minimum. When I do that, Star UI, nothing's installed, or they're installed but they're not enabled. When I do that, and it takes me so long. I suck at the menus anyway, but it takes me so much longer when I'm not seeing the Star UI menu. I mean, it is ridiculous how much longer anything takes me. Because the whole layout is totally different. Like, when I see somebody using a vanilla UI, it throws me off. I'm so used to seeing the Star UI on my screen and on so many of the and the content creators that I watch. A lot of people are using Star UI. I mean, it's almost should be the default UI for the game. Something I don't understand. This is consistently across all games that I mod. The UI is the very first thing I mod. Is the very first thing I look for to mod. If I'm gonna mod a game and I'm like, hey, what can I do to improve this game, you know, or what do I not like? And it's always, every time, very first thing, UI. What's the user interface look like, you know? Let's tease her a little bit. Hey, old girl. Yeah, let's chat. Nope.
A diplomatic visa?
Yeah, if the Crimson Fleet's running around in vanilla. If Crimson Fleet and Spacers are all in vanilla, look, Spacer and Crimson Fleet gear. Or if my Crimson Fleet guys and Breathable Atmospheres are all still suited up, like all of them, I'm like, come on, man. This ain't right. Oh, yeah, we need to go to McLaren's.
I really love this place.
88. Eesh. Oh, we gotta do better than that. I'm missing Luma. I know I've said that like 1,000 times in this this stream. But that Luma makes such a difference. HDR, having true HDR, and not the Windows BS version, makes such a difference.
Working. Looks like you brought everything I asked for. Fantastic. This might actually work out after all. Let me just take those from you. There.
But it's consistent as far for the UI conversation. Every game that I mod, UI is first thing. Even if I mod a game that I'm not modding for any other reason, it's probably for
I've actually already started work on
quality of life features.
And now that I have these materials, I reckon I'll have it finished in under a day.
Which makes me wonder.
You can stay here and watch me work.
There's so many wonderful mods out there, like Star UI, it's also Sky UI, and there's one for Fallout, etc., etc.
Okay, just sit over there somewhere and try not to make too much noise.
Millions of brilliant examples of what a good UI is, right? And you could easily look at any of the most downloaded mods for any modded game, and UI is going to be up there near the top. Why can't a AAA developer ever just look at one and be like, you know, while we're developing our UI, why can't we just say, hey, that sucks? And just do a better job to begin with. Like, the UI is one of the most critical and important aspects of a game.
And it's done.
Do it right the first time.
Well, what do you think?
There is one, or I think Starfield. It's either in Starfield Engine Fixes, Ghost Rider, or there's a mod on Nexus. But there is a menu delay mod. It's a menu delay. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the name of the mod. Menu delay. Here, we'll talk with McLaren and I'll see if I can find it. I think I
really
might
think so?
actually have it installed, or did
I
have
mean,
it installed.
I know it's good work. But
Why
you
can't I
always
remember
count on
the
others
deal with
seeing
this
the
mod
obvious.
is?
Well, please, feel free to grab the suit at your leisure.
Because that bugs the
It's yours
crap
for
out of
taking.
me.
I've already taken some scans and images, so even if you don't wear the suit, I can still show others my hard work. With luck, this project might just be what I needed to start turning this business around. Thank you for your help. If you ever need the services of an outfit...
Will, if it'll make you feel any better, I knew that, dang, is that suit gonna be better than my suit? Of course it will. I meant to pick that up. I'd had McLaren installed for a long time, and I'd usually just get the suit and the backpack, and that's it. This time, I actually intend to, this playthrough, complete all the King Gas stuff I have installed, which would be, of course, all the stuff he has on Starfield right now, which is, of course, Hell's Gate,
Buster,
McLaren's,
I want you to
and
check our
King
inventory. A
Watchtower.
number of crates are either missing or mislabeled.
Understood. Task list updated.
Yeah, there's the faster menu exits, but you're talking about the menu delay where you have the, like, say I pull up the menu. I'm trying to show a good example of it. Yeah, that's what I was going to try to explore here. Let me go to inventory. Like all that. Is that what you're talking about, Ghost Rider? Like where you wanting to click on, like, or are you talking about like when you're in the workbench? Like, I did not mean to put that suit on. I guess we could wear them. Damn, we're gonna end up wearing this. We're gonna reskin that thing if we're gonna wear it. For now, we're gonna wear that. Now I have noticed a terrible. This is the menu delay that I hate. The one inside my like character menu doesn't bother me nearly as bad as. Does he have an industrial workbench in here? A straight up industrial workbench? And maybe it'll do it on the gear workbench. But the industrial workbench, it's not going to be that slow right now. Yeah, that's going pretty quick. But like when you're in the industrial workbench and you're crafting something, how slow it is to like craft and then give you the menu back so you can scroll to the next item and shoot. To God, that annoys the ever-living wheels out of me. I wish it was faster.
Excuse me.
Which is another thing that I hate, not having the RTFP mod working, because pretty sure, well, I know new weapon workbench filter framework relied on that. And that mod is awesome because it gave you filters for the industrial workbench. That's really cool.
Hey, I need to talk with
Yeah, yeah, the menus in those are way more snappy, aren't they?
Hey.
What you got to say, Mysterious Tracker, huh? You gonna talk? You had your chance, you missed it. We're not going to the Oracle. Let's get a few things and get McClarence to strip a few things off and see if we can get him to go ahead and bump up his next piece of his deal. So while we're out and about, we can do that. See that stutter? Oh my God, that's some bullshit. That's got to go. That absolutely friggin' has to go. That is not chill. Yeah, I do have the updated. I wonder if my custom ini for Starfield engine fixes needs addressed. I need to look at that. Like if anything for the ini got wrote up or changed from the hey Tommy, with the new update for the 1.5, because there was a lot of things that changed with that. Hey Tommy, man, there's a new T. There's a Tommy and a Thorgan in the name list now. How cool is that? Well, I don't know how good a Zango wrangling we're doing so far today. We're basically just making a mess of things at the moment. And are we gonna strip the? Good God, my store run. Yeah, we're gonna strip of it. It's gear too. Why not? Da 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 da. Let's go ahead and reskin that while we're here. Spacesuit workbench. There we go. Man, I appreciate that, Tommy. That's mad support, dude. All you guys popping in here and showing that love, support, and like coming and hanging out during streams is like super cool. It's mad appreciated. I feel like I owe y'all a decent stream and to do something entertaining. But y'all have hung out with me. Y'all kind of know better. New game plus 7 though. I am loving a new game that when I got to the lodge and it was the hunter at the lodge and there was no constellation people at the lodge, I was legit stoked about that. Legit. All I really wanted to do was change the skin color of this thing and I'm in here upgrading it. Let's go ahead. Go with the blackout skin there. Get the ballistic shielding, the explosive shielding. Snatch up that heavy shielding. You know, it kind of doesn't feel like starting a new game when you already have like your starborn powers and all that stuff already jacked out. Starborn. McLaren's spacesuit. Alright, now let's give it the blackout skin. There we go. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I rolled up to the lodge and Hunter's just like chilling in there and I'm like, peace. Love it. And we need to do some recruiting before we need to leave it land. Y'all like that? Words, man. Before we leave New Atlantis, let's tease the tracker here again. Hey.
I need to talk with you.
Do you? I don't. Alright. before we leave New Atlantis, we'll pick up a couple of recruits. But let's see if we can go ahead and get my Clarence excited about doing some more crap for me.
Systems operating within acceptable parameters.
You're in the way, Jason. Do I have a helmet? Nope. Don't have any helmets cool to give him. Alright. This is going to be the nicest piece of gear you've ever worked on there, Jason.
Yes,
What you got
hello?
for us?
Huh. It's nice to see you again. If you've a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss. Hopefully you've had some time to try out our new
You
spacesuit.
go with a
Not to brag,
modded
but
Mantis
some of my
armor,
best
or are
work.
you going with the vanilla
But I'm
Mantis
thinking
armor, Will?
we can do more with it. For starters, you may have noticed it has room for a number of modifications.
My very
I'm
first
fairly
modded
sure I could
playthrough,
incorporate more
I think I rocked
unique
Zone
elements of other suits
79's
into your, or
Mantis.
really any others you come across.
I think it was Zone 79's Mantis suit.
Yes. Or rather, yes, with a
I think
number
it
of
was
conditions.
anyway. That's when
If
I
you've not
actually
already
decided to
figured it
start
out,
doing like
business
mod
for me right
reviews
now,
and taking
not going so
screenshots and stuff. It's really,
I don't
honestly,
even
it was
have any
that.
active suppliers. So, I need you to bring me materials, both for improving your gear and in general. Materials meaning other spacesuits or equipment. Do this, and I can extract any useful or unique modifications from a particular suit or helmet. And then...
Yes, we already know all that.
Excellent. Let me show you how this works. First of all, you need to give me something with a mod installed. Like,
It's already,
or if you already have something
it's already
else
on
you'd
your
like a mod
mannequin, bud.
from, give me that instead. Otherwise, grab that helmet for me.
You know what? We'll do both.
All right. Bye. Good. It started. Just so we're both on the same page, whatever you hand me, I am going to tear
Casey's
apart.
Mantis armor.
So
That's
don't
a
give me a favorite
nice.
outfit
I
or
like
anything.
that skin. That's a good skin. The KZ Mantis armor. Much better than the vanilla Mantis armor.
What do you want extracted? This process will destroy what you gave me. I'll deconstruct and pull what you asked for. There we are. It took some creative disassembly,
KZ's
but I
Mantis
managed to
armor's got
remove the
that
more unique
superhero
design
feel
elements
to
from
it, you know, which really matches the Mantis feel.
These sorts of modifications are easily damaged, so
Like a
I'll keep hold of what I
vigilante
extract.
kind of
But I'll be more than
superhero
happy to
feel.
install it into
Fit right
whatever
in
you
with
like,
like a
providing I can make it work, of course.
mid-90s,
Some
late
things just
90s
won't go
comic
together.
book art character.
Let's try that now, actually, if you've the time. I hope you're not here for fashion advice. Fine, but I need something to extract from, so hand it over. And what do you want me to extract from this?
Let's be tough
I can
against
break this
robots.
down,
Why not?
but it'll mean destroying what you handed me. All right, let's get to the good stuff.
There's a... can't remember if it's Zone or KZ does the
Mod's ready
Nomad
whenever you
armor.
like.
I really like that, and I like the helmet with the hoodie on it. What I don't like is that if I have a character with facial hair, when I put that helmet that comes with it, seems to strip their facial hair and they just look weird.
I'm busy right now, but not so busy. Then I suppose the process is fairly simple. Just place a suit. Right. And which mod are we adding to this? Reinforces your gear with anti-pulse shielding, reducing electromagnetic and kinetic damage from robotic adversaries. Last chance to change your mind before I start. Might as well. Already got everything ready. Durable heat dissipating material. If you're happy with this, I'll get.
Has anybody noticed this? Am I wrong? And somebody correct me if I am. Have you noticed that? And see, I used to not use McLaren's at all after I get the first suit, open it up. I just thought it was cool to have the shop there. So I didn't use it because, of course, I use the legendary module recycler. It's way faster.
So if you ever need more upgrades, it'll be my
But
pleasure to install them.
of course, you're slotted to like
Oh, and if you could do me a favor and keep
only
bringing more
certain
stuff I
mods
can
will
break
install
down,
in certain
that way
slots,
I
right?
can extract
With
more mods for
legendary
you,
recycler.
and it'll give me plenty of material for.
Have you ever tried
other
seeing if you
projects.
can get different combinations
we're
with
done here.
McLaren's than you
Don't be a
can
stranger now.
with legendary
And
module
if anyone
recycler?
asks about your suit, remember,
Like
McLaren's
somehow you can get
Outfitters.
like a
We're still
2
open.
level 1 mods. You know, one of them's at level 2. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Why? What do you want to know? What business? I'm not even sure I'll make enough to cover the store's lease this year. Well, first of all, no human alive. And secondly, look, this store? Besides it being prime real estate, we used to get... My recently deceased mother. But...
I was seeing if I could
Our
push
current-
through some of these and get him to hurry up and
let's... Well, I
open
wasn't
up the
home.
new thing,
Apparently, the truth was
the
likely
next thing to
somewhere.
get the
Oh, I
backpack.
like to-
But I'll probably have to leave and come
Leaving
back.
already? All right.
Or exit the dialogue and
again?
talk to him again.
You're becoming a regular.
Or maybe not. We'll go do something else. We'll progress him some more later. Need to do some recruiting so we'll be ready when our fleet's ready. What's up, Gideon? You dressed like
Hey,
the boss, huh?
If you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts.
Could you? What are you in debt for?
Anyone can shoot at target. So... I'm not asking for that much. Just my fair... You're asking me to work for less than the going rate? I
Absolutely.
wouldn't do that.
Because I'm the man.
I hear you. That's what I get for trying
Damn.
to be nice, huh?
I was hoping that would work.
You don't know what you're talking about. I can't afford to cut you a deal. I'm sorry.
Eh.
Then quit wasting my time.
Yeah.
Change your mind, you know where to find me.
I'll intimidate you or persuade you eventually.
He picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making him strong today.
God, that's an annoying
Even-
one. It's cool the first time. 50th time I've heard it, it's not so much. There is no Constellation left in this uni, so we're...
You're with Constellation?
yeah,
Damn,
they're all
that's
dead.
cool. That seems like we have... Personally, I'm here looking for work. Well, I'll be damned. What a coincidence. What's your offer? I'm a reasonable guy, but that
Man, he's
sounds like a
determined to
fair
make
salary
his
for
money,
you.
ain't he?
I'll head straight to my post and get to work.
You do that.
Never a dull day in the big city.
Hey there. You look like the planet-hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
I do, Marika. Except for you're going to be on a different one altogether.
Aye, aye, Captain. I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer.
That
I've
is
been
funny.
out of a job since I left the Freestar Rangers.
Tommy's in there talking about, see, bro, I told you I don't like Gideon. Yeah, man, he didn't want to be, like, persuaded.
You're short on
And he
credits?
got an attitude, so just piss on him, you know?
Yeah, I hope so. You know what? I may be starting to like you.
There you go. See, you got the right attitude.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in.
I shouldn't have just jumped to intimidate him. That's probably my bad.
Okay, that's pretty good. Well, the last thing I want is you going bankrupt on my account. I'll work for whatever you can pay.
It is definitely rigged.
Thanks! I think we'll make a great team, huh?
I like it better than the one in Oblivion, but it's still definitely rigged. Terramorph buddy for the massive
Thanks for giving me a
boost.
chance, Captain.
Because it does give you an intimidation boost, definitely. Could you imagine somebody rolling up with side of you, something like a Terramorph chilling with them?
Yes? What?
You know what?
Do you have room for one more on your crew?
I do, just because I don't know why, but yeah, sure, why not?
I think you'll agree my rate is fair.
Is it?
Why is that? For you, I'd consider a discount. I think you may be right. You drive a hard bargain, but I'm on board. Where do you want me?
You'll be there, fine there for now.
I'll get underway.
We're going to end up giving you a name. What should we name you? You need a name besides Outpost Security Chief. What's a good name?
See you soon, Captain.
See you soon, Captain. And we'll give her a name later. I can't think of what I want to name her right now. See, if you see me throw out a Terramorph shortly before Persuasion in stream, it's just getting his massive boost buff. That is actually super slick, Ghost Rider. I hadn't even thought to do that.
We'd all appreciate it.
I am not trying to be pesky, but I really do need that credit transfer to cover for last month's deliveries.
I used to like Simeon, but he just, I don't know. I usually don't take him as a companion when I'm actually out and about anymore. I don't even think I've done this guy's stuff. I haven't done any of this stuff. Like his little deal. I'm not going to do all that on stream right now, but so many easy little quests right here. Like super fast, easy ones. Alright, so we got us some more crew members, so we'll be able to hook us up our other ships. Now we need to increase our fleet and our Xenos. Those are things to be working on now. Fleet and Xenos.
Keep it moving.
Hey. Been looking for you.
Have you? Oh, let's not.
You got a minute to chat?
Nope. Now, I know we got our doc on board with Doc Venus, and she's my favorite doc to have on board. I do like to keep one or two companions and some Xenos with me. Well, Fleet Command, I'm going to end up putting some of these people on other ships. And then when I build my new ship, I'll have to have some of them hanging out and doing stuff on ship.
What's good, Captain?
But with Fleet Commander, and I don't know, I might not have to get out of the Starborn Guardian now I'm thinking about it. With Fleet Commander, you'd have like 2 or 3 decent ships, like overpowered on their weapons, so they could do the fighting for you. I don't know. We'll play it out and see what happens. I need to get Hadrian more often. I think for that Xeno only run, Tommy, some good traits to get would be that, I think that loner trait would work with the, you can still be a loner and have the Xeno, or do they work the same as having a companion? I'm not sure about that. But a Xeno only playthrough is kind of superior to having the regular companions, in my opinion, because the Xenos, one, they look cooler. 2, they're not constantly yapping some dumb shit in the background. And 3, they are far superior fighters. Far superior. Alright, let's pick us out a mission. Not gonna do that yet. We'll eventually see Landry and deal with that. Should have done that when I was in New Atlantis. I hadn't even, I got like so many things that are, I don't even have that in my inventory anymore. I just need to go buy that stupid Neuro amp. I got so many mods I haven't even started the stuff because it's so early in the new game. I really need to go pick up Rosie. That's going to trigger the Aquila thing. I need to go to Neon. So many different things I need to do. Let's go ahead and get Rosie. We'll skip through the bank dialogue. It won't take long to get through that. We'll just fast track that. Hardcore settings, Nuzlocke, hardcore mods, immersion in gameplay, Xeno only for companions. I think that would be a bomb playthrough, Tommy. If you do that, I'm down to watch it, dude. The best 5 starting pets, I do agree, are on Jemison. I concur with that, Ghost Rider. I'm not hating on that at all.
Enjoy that Aquila City air.
We're gonna pick us up an Ashta while we're here. Just because gotta have an Ashta, right? And since we're here, hey, check that out. Look at that, Tommy. We got us a Simeon right here, an old screenshot from an earlier playthrough. Rocking that X2357 creator hat with the Dice Goblin on his head was Simeon. Simeon was chilling with Clyde there. Alright, since we encountered them stutters, I guess Roland, I gotta get used to that spacer thing. Alright. We'll see what the FPS is when I hit the center of Aquila here in a second. And we'll see if we got... Because them hitches I felt earlier were not like the stutters that the engine fixed. Oh boy's gonna
Hold it.
stop us and tell us
By
all
order
about
of
it.
Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble. Folks might be in danger, so. Good guess. That's pretty much exactly right. You didn't hear this from me, but things aren't going great. The Marshal could probably use a hand.
All 4 seconds. That's the way to do it, Will.
You planning to tell me your demands at some point?
Joke. Someone we can trust, and maybe we will.
Like who?
I don't see you doing anything for the security, Frank. Matter of fact, I don't like that scowl on your face. Later on, when I get around to it, I'll get you evicted from your house.
I have you need to stand back now.
You need to get over it while I fix your problem, dude.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you.
I don't know you either.
Now please, stand back. I wish I could say you were wrong.
You don't talk about it.
I'm backed into a corner here.
Officer of the law caving pretty quick.
Some folks from the Shog, they took everyone inside hostage, and they're using the...
Hurry up so we can test the
won't
FPS
talk
here
to
real
me.
quick, dude.
In other words-
Shush. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm done with
Say
you.
what you have to. Also,
Everybody in my stream right
find
now
out what
knows
they
how
want.
this quest goes. Alright. Boy, I'm missing Luma and Reshade. My God, the tower looks weird. Alright, let's see here. Hitting 103, 104, FPS lows, 1% lows are staying pretty steady. That didn't feel very hiccupy or nasty to me. What about y'all? I think we're going to be okay. There's something else going on that's caused that stutter and hiccup hitch that I experienced earlier in the game. Or earlier in the stream. We'll figure out what that is at some point. But the classic Starfield stutter that everybody talks about is not in 1.15. I'm definitely not for me anyway, because if it was going to be there, it would have been there walking through the center of Aquila.
We'll cooperate when we get what we want. So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us?
And for reference, that was 100 and something at 4K Ultra.
We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the... After that, we'll raid... But if anybody follows them... Oh, hell...
Let's get through this, dude. We need to go smacking Ashta. Diplomacy. No, we ain't diplomacy nothing. Not with him. It's persuade or intimidate.
Now just hold on. Ain't none of us wants to die.
That's gonna be what happens if you don't do what I tell you what to do.
So maybe the judge won't come down too hard on us. I think this has gone on long enough. You go tell the marshal we'll come quietly.
Well, that was pretty simple. Skip the whole second dialogue chain. I like that.
Those guys are scared. I can tell.
Oh, you can
What's
get
the
over it.
word?
I saved you bacon, buddy.
First things first. How'd you get...
I told him with my irresistible charm.
Ha! Well, you don't lack for confidence. Well, I bet you could... Here. You've more than earned. You got us out of a... As a matter of fact, if you're interested... They've got the marshal by the balls.
We'll take it from here.
Will you? Where you at, Rosie? Come here, Rosie.
Not quite opening day, but close enough for some specials.
Now, I'll have to change the Rosie's appearance, or
about
Doc
us?
Venus's
I might be able to
one.
help.
I usually change Doc's and let Rosie stay the way she looks.
Really?
I like leaving Doc
I'm
when
looking
Doc
forward to
stays
the
on the
adventure.
ship.
I've
And I
never
like
lived
to have
in Aquila
Rosie
City.
with me. She's very handy.
Oh. Let me think about that.
Well, that was fun.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Wow.
I really hope so. You seem like a trustworthy person. I'll work for what you're offering.
Okay, good.
Thank you. I'll work hard, I promise. I need to gather some supplies before we leave, and say goodbye to my parents. See you later, Captain. Thanks again.
I see you, Rosie.
Hello there. It's been a long time since I saw a new face at the hitching post.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, Captain. Do you employ a crew? Excellent.
He's one of my favorite characters that I never have chilling with me. He's always on the ship, but I always get Omari.
I hear you. I will make this work, but I won't accept any less. I accept. Thank you for the offer. It has been a long time since I left Aquila space. I have missed walking in these space lanes.
Alright, that cruises up until we start putting people on other ships and increase the size of our fleet. So that's accomplished. Now let's go get us some Ashtas. Oh, hey, stop and get our vehicle. Look at me learning. Look at me remembering how to do things.
Whoa!
It's almost like I know what to do.
This is a ship.
Yes, it is, buddy. You know it is.
You got it.
I'd also like to purchase a vehicle,
no problem.
please. Let's go ahead and pick up Zone's vehicle. What color do we want to go with, y'all? I'm thinking blue, but we might go green or the orange, which is kind of a red tint until you see the red. Let's do something different with it. I don't know why. I'm terrible at color scheming things to make it look cool. But I thought I'd do something. Didn't want to be stock, right? Let's make it really just unbearable. Oh, that's terrible. I like it. Alrighty. We got us a vehicle. Still have not got used to the coloring. It's driving me crazy. I like this vehicle. The more I need to finish the Xeno review. That's what I should have been doing instead of streaming today. Y'all should have been working on all the reviews and the actual work that I need to be doing. That's what I should be doing, but instead I was wanting to play bad. Here we are. Let's get us an Ashta. Ashta driving. We're gonna get us all kinds of Xenos while we're here. You know what's so funny? Talking about I can get these Xenos, and I don't even think I got any Xeno prod batteries on me. We'll be right back, Ashtas. I pissed that dude off. And we'll leave him right behind. Alright. Do I have any Xenoprod batteries on me? I do not. I probably got a few CCDs, but those are like CCD Mark. Well, my Xenoprod's probably Mark 1 too, because I haven't upgraded it yet. Let's go get us some batteries. I like smacking them more than I like throwing the CCDs. And then we go get into some cool Xenos. Ouch. That was different. Alright, check that out. That was... We just crashed and disappeared all the terrain. That was wild. I'll take it though. Hey, what's up, X2357, man? You just updated the Mark 1 suit skins? Hey, cool, I'll get that.
All is well, Captain.
Yeah, it went invisible on me there, Ghost. My ride did. Let's hook up,
Got a new assignment for me?
New Game Plus stuff.
Do you need something, Captain?
Xenoprod batteries, that's what I was after. Oh, we're gonna need more than 5. That is insufficient. We need to address that shortcoming there with a quickness. Cause that just was not gonna be enough. Much better. I like to have at least 10 to 15 of them on my character. Hey, that's not bad. 10K for the Mark 1, 9K for the standard suit. I'm gonna have to pick up the check those out. X. I picked up the new Blackout. The all-in-one. It's not super new now. You've had it out for a little while now. But the Blackout skins, the big all-in-one pack, I was like, I'll just leave all the other ones installed and pick up the all-in-one too. My opinion, it wasn't going to hurt anything. I rarely don't use many of the other skins. Every once in a while I get a wild hair and decide I'm going to use like the jungle skins or something. But it's almost always a Blackout skin. Which I haven't customized any of my gear yet or not much of my gear yet, this playthrough, this new game. When I get around to getting all my gear set up though, 99% of my firearms will be blacked out. Let's just park this here, hop out and smack a couple Xenos. You gonna hop out or what, dude? Alright. Gotta go get our Aquila cow. I should have used the quick menu to do that. But I forgot I didn't have anybody out hanging out with us that Plucky was on the ship. Who do we want to bring out? We've had Spooderman out all morning. Yeah, we'll bring Spooderman back out. Deal with that, Spooty. Thank you. Don't want to waste no time on the elks there. Let's see. Let's go get that Moscanac. And this guy here. I like these dudes. I think they're cool. Come here. Come here. Where you think you going, buddy? Yep, you're caught. Oh, you got a whole bunch of Aquila chasing you down? Well, here. We'll save you from them. You can be our new buddy. And then we'll deal with them. Thank you, sir. Alright. Where does Aquila go? Yeah, elk. You don't want mine. Just in case something stupid happens. I can't remember the last time I saved. 90 minutes ago. Yeah, that was probably a good idea. You's got. There you go. We got us an Ashta. Or I thought I picked up that second one too. I guess I didn't. Alrighty then. Alright, Spooty. You've done really good today, buddy. You've done very, very, very well. But we got to pulse out an Ashton out. We got one. And let you take a break. Oh, aren't you a little one? I kind of like you at that size. You know what? You know what? You just might. No, we're saving Thorgan for the avian. We're saving the Thorgan name for the avian. You're not going to be the Thorgan. We're going to save that for an avian. How about we name you... Ashen. There we go. Let's hook you up with some stuff here. You like to use a desert skin for sand planets and such? I do that sometimes, but I'm usually not on one long enough to switch up. I like the blackout skins, just look so good, X. They really do. That they're hard to get away from. It's like they just work no matter where. That's all the injections I had on me. How about a fire-breathing Ashta? That should be cool. That'll be different. How about some treats? Where's the treats? Treats. Yes, we're going to change your melee attack. I mean your ranged attack. Your ranged attack is now going to be spicy hot. To go with your flame attack. There you go. We'll get you some more injections soon. Alright, you ready to go play, Ashton? Let's get a different weapon out. What else do we have here in the... And the bag of fun. I actually have a little bit of ammunition for this one. There you go, Ashton. Oh, yeah. That was cool. Fire-breathing Ashta. Ashton, you're gonna have to... you ain't quite made it up there to where, you got some more injections. You'll be a baddie before long. We'll help you out. You got some training to do yet. That is cool. Alright. So we got this sea cow, or I call it the Aquila cow. We got a magnet, we got Ashta, and we got the little clicker guys. Awesome. See, obviously I haven't modded any of these guns or skins, because that one's still that lame nastiness. Look, yeah. We shall fix that soon. Yeah, that going invisible there, like... yeah, it happened again. That's crazy. I figure a reload wasn't seeing it when I got up here. It came back. Seems to be something about this area. I don't know. It'll be alright though. I'm not that terribly worried about that. Alright. Well, we accomplished what we dropped in. I wasn't going for the full Xeno clear out on Aquila. Alright, we're starting to get us a bit of a crew here. We got the basics. Amari, I do not. Where's Rosie? Rosie.
Gorgeous day, isn't it? I love this place.
You get to follow me for a while, Rosie.
My pack's ready to go.
Good. Alright. Well, y'all, it's like 1:30. I probably need to take a break and get a nap. Do a few things, do some adult, real life stuff. And get a nap. Probably wouldn't hurt to check my Discord either. So before I wrap up the stream, I had an idea. I wanted to do something. Earlier I showed Vortex, my load order over on Vortex, and let me real quickly.
What can I do for you?
Well, I didn't show my load order, but because I'm gonna eventually clip this, because I get people ask me all the time about the load order and whatnot. So I'm gonna flip back over to desktop 2. And I'm going to scroll to the top of that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because whenever I exit the main game, we're going to look at creations as well. And we can see what I got going on over there. So we'll just slow roll kind of a little bit. And this is what we're working with over on Nexus. Quite a few of them. And earlier we went through this kind of a little bit, not like a one-in-one, like a breakdown of the list or anything. But it can give somebody an idea of the mods I'm running with currently, or at least on this playthrough. And I'm sure it'll be changing all the time because I can't seem to leave it alone. I'm all the time adding a new mod. Matter of fact, X237 is talking about he had updated some mods, so... you you know what happens. I'll be going and checking out the update or picking up the new, or we shall soon see. Now I got to get this Luma stuff and this Starfield shader injector. Can't wait for that to get updated so we can get that back in the load order. A lot of stuff from TN. We mentioned that earlier. Wicked Workshop, Will NY. Will NY does some really cool stuff. Might have some X2357 stuff in there. I don't know, maybe. And some Xeno Master and some Z-Ogre. But that's the Nexus mod order list. We'll break that back down. Boom, boom, boom. Flip over here. Let me save. Get us a fresh save there. And I know this probably sounds silly, but I like to pause for a second after I save because the game does the exit save. And we're going to quit, and I never quit the main menu, so it may crash. If it does, it's not a big deal. Hey, what do you know? We'll let it load back in, and then we'll pop up the creations menu here. Now that I'm on the correct screen for you guys to see that, we'll pop up the creations menu and we'll take a look at what I got going on over there. Which I don't navigate the creations menu as well as some folks because I never use the creations. I've always been going into Nexus and getting my mods, but during this last new game and this latest update, this is going to sound heretical, boy, that's not a correct word. Anyways, for those who really know me, especially those who know me IRL, that we talk about modding and stuff on you, it's going to crash. Told you it's going to do that. That's wild. My desktop is not correct. Anyways, we'll boot that back up real quick. That won't take but a second. And we'll take a look at creations and we'll see what I got there. That distracted my whole train of thought that I had going. Now I have no clue what I was saying. Well, I said that wouldn't take long. I said I would reboot. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm not accustomed to that much of a pause. I need to redo my refresh my shaders anyway next time before I load. I might have to do that. I hadn't even thought about that. Might have to delete your catalog text file and your app data to fix creations from crashing. Well, that's something I didn't even know. So Ghost, just go in there and just delete that. I had to look into that. And so what it do, just repopulates that file based on the information the next time. Like it's conflicting that file, I'm guessing. That's just my surface level guess of reading that one sentence. But yeah, creations seems like anytime I'm in and out of it, I just reload the game before I do anything. Like if I add a mod, I exit everything completely and then reload it. I added that lights on mod today. We'll be checking that out sometime when I do the do an outpost build. So we'll check that out. I thought it'd be cool. Also could be problematic. We'll find out. Lighting is something that Starfield seems to struggle with. But could also shine when it's right. So we'll find out. Ghost, I had not been using creations at all. But I had noticed with this new 1.15 update or something that there's a lot of the mods I had been using were super old and they'd been made in Xedit or whatever. And some of them had a little jank to them or whatever. And I found that there was plenty of those mods that it had new variants of them made in the creation kit that were improved in other ways. So I've replaced a few with those. This one I'm just trying out because the version I was using for that needed RTFP. So I said, okay, we'll try this out. The freebie version I was using, I was happy with. This hasn't impacted me yet. We'll find out. Alright, so I believe we can go down here to category list or something like that, or owned or updated or something. And it'll show the ones that I have, or my list or something like that. Da 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 da. You can tell I'm never in creations. Tommy could tell us exactly how to fly through his. Yeah, and some of those I've replaced because some of those just run better with the creation kit version of them. It feels weird going through this. Alright, let's go back up. I obviously don't navigate this enough to know options. Well, that was stupid. Alright, how about a category list? How about mine? Yeah, there's my library. See, look at that. I'm smart enough to figure out how to manipulate it. I do not have Altec installed. The 2 patches are still there. I need to uninstall those. But I do not have Sergeant Owl's stuff installed at the moment, and that's not a knock on Sergeant Owl. I think that's something to do with my game. Every time I install it, I got a conflict somewhere. Can't find the right place in the load order, but I always have problems. But I know plenty of people have zero problems with Sergeant Owl stuff, so that's not a knock to Sergeant Owl. But we do have these things. We got Hell's Gate, Acts of Friends. Got Bard's Neural Link, which I've not used, and now with Xeno Master and the way I use it to put my Xenos where I want them. Fleet Commander doing its thing. I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to use this, but we'll see. So we got and I'm still leaving Fleet Commander installed for the time being. Cortex Original. Trying to see things in here that may need a little speaking on. Hey, anybody gets Xeno Master, you need to go through and make sure you get the tameable creature patches for the relevant things like Shattered Space, Tatooine, Hell's Gate. But see, I don't have nowhere near as many mods off of Nexus. Nowhere near as many as I do from creations as I do Nexus. But I know people have asked, and the other time I tried to show my load order, I did it in a poor way. This may be more helpful. You can actually see the mods' names. And if we pull over here to the, for just a moment, I'll pull that screen back up. And if I pull it up this way, they can actually see the mod's name, which is more helpful than showing it by the load order, which listed them by ESM. Super not as helpful. That was probably super smart, Ghost Rider. Before the creation kit was out, I borked a couple save files pretty hard because I was just like, whatever. There was some sus stuff that got put out before creation kit come out. And then there was a lot of really good stuff that came out before creation kit come out. And I'm still using plenty of things that were made by Xedit that worked still fine. Really. I haven't tried to use them in both options, Will. It's just I was gonna just use King Gas for the actual controlling of my ships and stuff and just leave Fleet Commander installed because it hasn't caused me any trouble, and it just felt like I was gonna leave it installed because it was like a nod to the ode to the original. I think Cordec really brought us in something nice when he brought that mod in, which I keep saying he, I have no idea. I just assumed Cordec was male. It's not. Apologies. But Cordec brought that in, and it's been a game changer mod for sure. Like that really changed spacefaring in this game. And just for that, I want to leave it installed as long as it's not causing a conflict or anything. But there you go, everybody. That's just I wanted to give a little look-see under the hood of what mods we were running. Still remember that cursed craftable ammo mod. Because of that mod, the one you're talking about. If it's the same one I'm thinking of, Ghost Rider. If it's the same mod I'm thinking of, I held off on doing any ammo or weapon mods because of that. So many people had issues with that. Alright guys, I just wanted to give y'all a look-see kind of what was going on there. I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out for the stream today. Little mid-morning. You never know when Thorgan's going to stream. It could be mid-morning, could be midday, could be afternoon, could be evening, could be not for a week. Who knows? You never know. But remember to show your local mod authors, hey, like that. Your local ones. They're global, y'all. But anyways, show your mod authors some love because it's a core tenet that I started this channel with, and I firmly believe it. A lot of good people are putting a lot of effort and work into these games so we can enjoy them for free, a lot of them for free. And even the ones that are paid, the good ones that are worth the money, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of effort and time gets put into these. So for sure, show them some appreciation. Like, it ain't like they just wake up one day and said, hey, I think I'm going to snap my finger and give the world something free of my own creation, art, and talent. No. They do it because they want to, and they want to share what what they can do for themselves with everybody else, I guess. I'm sure they have their own reasons. But I appreciate it, and so should you. So until next time, I'll see you in the Starfield. Might see you smashing some demons in Doom, or you might see me in Oblivion, and before long you're going to see us in Fallout 76. No, God, I cursed myself. Fallout 4. All right, thanks very much, and y'all have a great day. Ghost Rider, Matt, Tommy, Will, Bablonia, X2357, and anybody else I may be missing. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day.